Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to open up another clown car full of nightmares and insanity in XCOM 2. And yes, technically I know every clown car is filled with nothing but nightmares and insanity. I did say the word clown. But the phone booth stuffing and way more than it says on the tin tactics on the last couple missions have been a Russian circus level of entertainment. Which is to say slightly less enjoyable than a garden variety circus because, let's face it, there's not really a lot of room for downward mobility. A garden variety circus is already just one step above genital torture. And it's also, vastly more likely, the Russian circus rather, is vastly more likely than a garden variety circus to end with another person tearing your still beating heart from your chest. As we all know, Russian clowns, come on, there's nothing more depraved on this earth than a Russian clown. They are the epitome of depravity. A Russian clown, yeah, they're gonna tear your still beating heart from your chest, which you don't normally see with your garden variety circus clown, but Russian clowns take it to the next level. But they don't just stop there. Once they've got the still beating heart in their hand, they're gonna show it to you, Temple of Doom style, but then they'll pin it to their lapel and squirt you in the face with a jet of your own steaming blood. That's a Russian clown level of interdiction right there. And these last couple missions, man, they've got me really salty. Let's just get back to work here. And my main objection to the whole clown car thing is it doesn't really achieve either of the goals, just from a game design perspective. It's suboptimal to obtain any of the goals the aliens could reasonably, from a storyline standpoint, be attempting. There are two things that the aliens should be trying to do here. One, kill all of the XCOM operatives, which arguably is their worst move because we're humans and there's billions of us and of course we can just make more. So trying to exterminate us, that's kind of a losing battle, but I guess if they're just trying to buy time, their hope is to exterminate humans faster than humans can breed over a short time span, so theoretically, possibly a workable position. And if so, the aliens should be focusing their fire and just trying to focus on killing people. But the AI doesn't actually do that. It focuses on doing damage to as many people as possible. It doesn't ever actually prioritize wounded troopers over non-wounded troopers. So the clown car tactic fails in that respect just because the AI fails to capitalize on the opportunities for kills that the clown car events often provide. But more importantly, and I think this is the more damning problem with the AI design, I did the thing again. Every time I try to drag the map, I do this. When am I going to come to the conclusion that right-click does not move this map? Or maybe it's just a UI thing. Maybe right-click should move the map like it does in every other game that has an overland map. But I've digressed from my digression on the whole game design thing. Back to it. Really what the aliens should be doing on these missions is trying to stop XCOM from achieving their objective. So if it's a defend the thing, they should be attacking the thing. And what they should be doing is spreading out their pickets to try and put as much possible resistance between XCOM and the thing. They don't want to concentrate it all right around the thing where once we've triggered every pod, they can't shoot at the thing anymore. They want to spread out their pickets and try and force us to engage them far away from the thing and fight our way in to defend it, giving them more time to destroy it. They don't do that. If they got to defend a hack thing, they all cluster around the thing where they literally can't prevent you from hacking it because if you can see the aliens, you can see the thing and hack it from a distance. They should, again, have their pickets spread out. Almost every mission where the aliens have some kind of objective, either to attack or defend, since there is a timer, they got a time limit before reinforcements show up and everyone dies, they should have their pickets spread further out. They shouldn't all be clustered up in a wad around the thing. I'm just, I don't know, it makes me salty. The phone booth design is just badly designed from both an enjoyment standpoint, also a tactical standpoint. It just doesn't make sense, man. I don't like stuff that doesn't, things that don't make sense trouble me. I don't like anomalies. Now, I've started off the episode at a fear or assault, but you know what? Tossing Denise Mason and Isabel McIntosh a shovel and putting them to work cracking rocks in a gulag does make me feel at least a little more normal. Are there any facilities I actually want to build in any of these slots? We have 343 supplies, which is not a lot. Is there anything we actually need? A laboratory or resistance com? Yeah, we don't really have any use for either of those. Theoretically, I suppose we could build a laboratory and it would have some non-zero benefits. Can we actually build a laboratory? We don't have enough power. We could upgrade our power relay. Actually, aren't we? You know what? We need those supplies for something more important out of Chris. We got weapons still under development, so I should probably assign that last engineer, I guess. I'm all dither, and I'm just thinking about the aliens' tactics. And probably what you're saying is, Pete, why the hell are you providing defense advice to the aliens? Why? Because, you know, I've got like a Fezzik and the Princess Bride kind of thing going on here. Lily, would you mind? I'm fucking rapping with the crew here. I'm having a moment with my peeps. Stop interrupting. But I got a Fezzik from Princess Bride kind of thing going on. I want them to feel they are doing well. I hate for people to die unhappy. No, actually, you know what? Viper rounds is really kind of shitty for us. With the frequency with which I've been getting shot lately, that could be a significant problem.
Incoming message for you, Commander.
Yeah, it's just Optimus Prime telling me I have a stupid supply drop, which I do need to go pick up. Aliens, 2 progress on the Avatar project. They constructed 1 facility. We need to find that facility. They also completed 1 dark event. Oh no, 2 dark events. And whatever. Juan Carlos Ruiz and Dr. Diane Willis are both available. I'm more interested in a ton of supplies. So, major breakthrough, infestation, and some hidden event. Well, a hidden event can't be worse than either of these other 2 things, so don't really need to spend intel on that particular. Yeah, let's go get our supplies. I don't really care about whatever it was we were doing in Chile, investigating Brazil, whatever, investigating some kind of ominous glow. I'm not sure how we're supposed to get intelligence from an ominous glow. What are we, like ancient Romans? We're just taking the auguries? I gotta look and see what the flight patterns of birds tell me about the sky. There's our supply drop. You know what? Yes, do fly back to Resistance HQ. And then we're probably gonna head over to the black market. Yeah, new staff is available. I just want to see... Alright, I was curious exactly what Juan Carlos Ruiz was going to be, but unfortunately he's a specialist, which was about the last thing we need. 1 specialist per mission, and you're saying, Pete, you know your specialists get hurt every mission. Yeah, but we got 3, and we're just rotating them through a meat grinder, so it'll be fine. Let's go down to the old engineering then.
Commander.
Yeah, Lily, we have to build some items here. I do really want the Illyrium phase cannon, I'm not going to lie. But I also really want the Mark III Gremlin. Can we do both? No, we don't have enough Illyrium. We need 4 Illyrium to do both. Which one would I rather have? The Mark III Gremlin. You know... Oh, wait, can we... No, I want the... Yeah, it's... we need... You know what? I'm gonna go get this Illyrium. We can go to the black market and pick this up. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna nip on over to the market, pick up a dozen quadrants of Illyrium. I don't know what the unit of measure would be for Illyrium, but I'm assuming like every other product one could pick at a supermarket, it comes by the dozen. Which, why do we still use the dozen? Why are we using base 12 mathematics for our eggs and donuts? Why can't they just come in a base 10 variety like everything else? It's time we adopt the metric system for food. I will buy your alloys. This is 50 intel. Yeah, give me your alloys, give me your Illyrium crystals. Is there anything else you have that I want? I do like superior speed, but I think I have one right now that's going unused. Dr. Zhu Yang, engineer. I don't really give a shit about Russian any research. We definitely don't need those supplies, so yeah, we're done here. Might as well get rid of all of my extra junk while I'm in the neighborhood, like this PCS Advanced Focus, which we are never going to use, and in which they are very interested. Also this regular Lazen Sight, which, again, not going to use, and in which they are very interested. Advent Officer Corps, we'll go down to 12. Turret Rack, we'll hang on to those. We got 10 Vipers. Stun Lancer, we'll go down to 12. Mutons, 12. Advent Mech Wreck. I think we can safely get rid of a few of these at this point. Let's go down to 12. 12 just being the magic number. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go down to 12 of everything. Except for the alien data caches. I'm going to keep the superior speed. We might find a use for that eventually. Talon rounds. You know what? I'm never going to use those ever. I don't like Talon rounds. I'm just getting rid of them. We got an extra superior laser sight, a superior scope, a superior stock. This advanced autoloader. I suppose we'll hang on to that. Let's just confirm. It's 160 extra supplies that we weren't really in the... I mean, we weren't out searching for supplies. We weren't out on the street corner trolling for supplies. We're all like, hey, you looking for a good time? How many supplies you got? Perfidious Pete, he'll show you a good time. Give me some of them supplies. We weren't doing that.
Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
I don't want to get convicted of mixed demeanor sex peddling for supplies, which doesn't even make sense. What are they going to give me? It'd be like if we were out, you know, turning tricks on a corner and be like, hey, I need some supplies. And guys were giving us like, well, I got a dozen cans of Star-Kissed tuna. What can I get for that? I'd be like, well, a dozen cans of tuna will get you a handy. That's just, I mean, that's next level prostituting. That just, no, I don't want to be that person. I got distracted here by my prostituting for supplies metaphor that I probably shouldn't have done in the first place. Also, it says I have 2 mimic beacons, but I definitely do not currently have 2 mimic beacons, I'd like to point out. The game is confused in that respect. Is there anything else we might want to upgrade? I'm tempted to do that, but the Illyrium phase cannon is what we got the Illyrium for. And then that takes Fusion Blade out of the running. Alright, fine. Did get an achievement for that, bells and whistles. We fully upgraded one of our mechs. I guess there's apparently an achievement for that, which we just got. Woohoo! Accidental achievement whoring. It's the best day ever. Alright then. What was I doing? Back to whatever it was I was... We need to start making contact with more regions. Let's go finish this ominous glow, pick up some intel, and then maybe just build a radio relay in Chile and start expanding eastward and westward. Go eastward, young man. Go westward, my friend. We're gonna get a Resistance Haven mission. That's gonna be our mission. We got 66 intel. It looks like everybody's back in action. Let's just go make contact with South Africa. We have so many options for making contact with places. Yeah, good. We're gonna go to South Africa, make contact, hang out in Johannesburg. I'd maybe see the sights. I'm trying to think of some kind of like, ooh. I do like incendiary bombs. They're real good. What's our next proving ground? Okay, we're doing an experimental powered weapon. Experimental ammo. Another experimental. You know what? Yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. Back to making contact. We do need to make sure our next project is, however, another experimental powered weapon. It ain't that intriguing, Dr. Dag. I love me some proximity mines. I'm not gonna lie. Data cache, data pad. These just give us intel. I believe this also just gives us like either intel or supplies. What we need is a facility lead, Dr. T. What are the boys working on down in the facility lead department? Let's just get psionics out of the way. Yeah, immediately. You know what? You don't really have to bother, Dr. T. I think we're good. I'm pretty sure I know what psionics is all about at this point, and I really also don't care. Western European retaliation mission. We knew this was coming. Berserkers, elite troopers, chrysalids, gatekeepers, sectoid, heavy mech, archon. It has chrysalids, which they're always troubling. Chrysalids, they're so dangerous. You know, though, with a medic engineer, chrysalids are actually a little less dangerous because they can rarely kill you in a single shot. Nice to see the Wolfpack back in action. The fully upgraded Massey Ferguson looking pretty damn intimidating. Look at the size of that gun. He's rolling up there like Zarya from Overwatch on this. He's gonna go all Dovla Tovelstein. Dovla Tovelstein, which is not actually what Zarya says, but what it sounds like to me. I wouldn't mind having her drop a few Dovla Tovelsteins, pull all the enemies into a pile, and let me drop grenades on them. That'd be sweet. Grandpa Juglick's looking good. Got the Wolfpack. Do we want to go with the Wolfpack and the Tigers? Or do we want to give an opportunity for like maybe one of our also-rans to sort of show their stuff a little bit? I think we keep the Wolfpack. You know what, Tigress? I think we're going to give you the day off here. Let's make utility items available. Let's just make everything available. Weapons available, armors available. Give me all of the goods, please. Grandpa Juglick, you require no changes. Wolfpack, you are going to require like up to 1 change, and that 1 change is going to be that I'm going to give you this war suit. We're going to give you the old fusion axe because why not? Somebody should be carrying it. Rocket launcher, we can do better than that. Let's get you a plasma blaster. And no grenade at all. We just want to go with the ammo. And in ammo department, you know what? Nothing funny. We're just going to go with some good old AP rounds for you, dog. You now ignore all enemy armor. That's going to be perfect because you're otherwise ruinous. We do need to give you the correct weapon, though. It's the Houndmaster, sir. We really got to get rid of that superior hair trigger, though. It's time. You know what? I'd say it served its purpose, but I think in this entire campaign it is triggered exactly 1 friggin' time. So you know what it's going to be? Superior expanded magazine. Laser sight expanded mag. This is what we want. I want the extra bullets, please. Thank you, and drive through. So the Houndmaster is now fully locked, loaded, and ready to work. You know what, Achy Breaky? I don't have anything good to say about you. I don't want to talk to you today. Do I want to give you Serpent armor? We're definitely giving you Reba back because, admittedly, Reba does belong to you. We got the Mark III Gremlin, the Plasma Grenade. You know what? We kind of... Kind of can't have you wear the ridiculous. You know, I gotta take this back. I'm sorry. I can't have you wear the armor of ridiculous, Achy Breaky, because there are two things I want from you. One of those things is a skull jack. The other one's a mimic beacon. So, yeah. You know what? Well, Pete. You know, it's all right, boy. It's going out on stage wearing that stupid, ridiculous costume, man. I don't feel good about it, Pete. It makes me feel. I'm so uncomfortable in it, Pete. You can't do that to me, bro. Well, don't worry, I'm not going to. I'm probably not even going to wear the circus suit now that I think about it. Circus suit? Serpent suit, circus suit. It's the kind of thing you might see in, like, Cirque du Soleil. Some guy come out in a weird snake costume, twirl around with a kinky scarf, and then strangle you in an alley afterwards. E.L. Emmylou Juglick. Are you max rank? You are not. Grandpa Festus is max rank. There's a case to be made for not taking Grandpa Festus on this mission, but with chrysalids on board, I think maybe we gotta bring out some of the big guns. Achy Breaky is a colonel. We could not take Achy Breaky and take Ma Juglick instead. That's actually an idea that's got some merit. But again, chrysalids. Achy Breaky, yeah. With the chrysalids on board, I'm gonna err on the side of over-preparedness. You, EL, even though you got us in trouble with it last time, I am gonna loan you the Icarus armor. Let's get you good old Alexandra back. Miss Tungsten is ready to do battle. Let's try the old incendiary bomb instead of the acid bomb. No. Maybe, yeah, I think I like acid better. We could give the incendiary to Grandpa Festus, but he's busy. Blue screen rounds for you as well. Plasma grenade. Do I want blue screen rounds on this? Actually, there's not going to be an abundance of robots. We'll be better off with dragon rounds. And plasma grenades. Alright, that's got Emmylou E.L. Juglick is locked, loaded, and sorted. That Icarus armor is going to do some good work for us on this mission. And that just leaves our final slot, which I think is going to go to Jules. Oh yeah, Jules. There she is, the jewel of my eye. Jules Juglick, fighting her way up the ranks. She's going to need to borrow the kitten. She's also going to borrow the rage armor. Yeah. Look, you got quite a, I mean, not as quite as advanced as Jules or as Judy Juglick, but you got a serious kind of crotch bulge thing working too. That must be like the female version of a cup. It's like a pudenda plate or something that they're putting in front of it. Be like, Pete, you got to protect the goods. And I'm wholehearted agreement with that. You definitely want to protect the goods. The goods are important. That's why they call them the goods. Blue screen. You know what? No. Blue screen rounds? Are we going to be fighting a lot of robots? What if we do, let's just do Viper rounds instead. Shredder gun, Viper rounds, rage armor. This seems acceptable to me. Given that you're going to have the rage armor, yeah, I was going to say, I think maybe we should give you the frost axe, but no, we're only going to really use that rage armor punch for extra movement or to soften a target. We good, dog. Let's do this. There's nothing we can do or say or equip that makes the Activa S any better or worse. That's the one thing you can say about the Activa S. You can't make him any better with upgrades, but also he can never be worse. He's got what he's got. Unlike the Russian clown car from my earlier metaphor, with the Activa S, you know what you're going to get. It delivers what it says on the tin. Let's go do Operation Stone Throne. How was that not a Stone Cold Steve Austin thing from 90? Be like, 'cause Stone Cold said so. Why couldn't this thing have been like, Stone Cold's gonna reign from atop the stone throne, erect my throne of stone in the middle of the ring, and rule over all of sports entertainment. Missed opportunity, Stone Cold. Also, you could have had an actual stone throne. You could have been like the pre-Game of Thrones. Instead of the Iron Throne, man, you could have had the Stone Throne. Would have been beautiful, Stone Cold. Would have been a thing of beauty. Could have been built out of like empty beer cans. Come on, man, this is right up your alley. Missed opportunity. When you make your comeback, Stone Cold, and he will make a comeback, rest assured, chat, even though he's like 60 years old now, he will make a comeback. He's got to do it from atop the stone throne. Stone Cold atop his stone throne. Be like the Dark Lord on his dark throne, except with way more liquor and chewing tobacco. Yeah, Pete, those things fit right in with a Juglick. Hell, I'm not a big wrestling fan, man. Mostly because, you know, we don't get the cable out here, to the Caldwell County. But I would, I think I'd watch a pay-per-view with Stone Cold on his stone throne. So we're in a corner of a map. We got to do a Resistance Haven mission here. Silas Juglick is in full stealth mode, so we've got an opportunity for a little concealment initiative. Let's take advantage of the concealment while the advantage is there to be taken. We get vision on the enemy? No, but we should be able to, we're going to be able to see something from atop this rooftop, I guarantee. So there's a pod. We got 1, 2, 3 civilians surrounded by what appears to be a muton berserker. Okay. Any other civilians nearby? Not really. This is like our closest chunk of civvy town, huh? And they're a ways out. All right, where can we get to without, I mean, how close can we get without being spotted? Not really very damn close. Those guys might patrol or move, so we might be able to bait them out with Activa S, perhaps. All right, so let's grab the Activa S, actually, and see what he can do. All right, so where are we going to get spotted? Get spotted there, but not here. There, but not here. There. In all of these places, we get spotted. There's got to be some kind of line of sight shenanigans making this tile safe. I'm not sure specifically what those should be. But before we take any other moves, in case this goes catastrophically awry, because the AI has been fooling Pete with regularity of recent, let's just take a chance. It's okay. That's why we did it early. I was going to say, if it's going to happen, we want it to happen early. Activa S. All right, 9 damage is actually a pretty respectable start. We're going to work. Oh, the Activa S is going to empty his weapon, working these guys over on the way in, though. Well, he didn't exactly empty his weapon, but he did enrage the Berserker Queen. All right. I mean, that's it. It's something. How do we follow it up? Didn't I? Am I insane? Didn't I see a sectoid back there just like a split second ago? Could have sworn there was a sectoid back there. Julie Jeglick, we should prefer to not have to take advantage of. We don't want to have to use her movement if we don't have to. How big is the cone on saturation fire? Are we going to be able to hit both of these guys? It's pretty damn big. We can almost hit him from here. So, yeah, Grandpa Juglick, he can just come work some of these boys over for us. He's definitely going to get at least 1 kill, and we won't have to use his magic legs, which is good. We like to keep the magic legs on reserve. What's going on with the interface here, though? So, yeah, this seems acceptable. Level all of this. Burn it to the ground. Yeah, Pete, Grandpa Festus has come to a powerful, useful realization here of late, Pete, and that is, when in doubt, you nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. And, yeah, old Ellen Ripley, well, she taught me that valuable lesson, Pete. I've been watching the aliens, and she was right. They should have just nuked the site from orbit. I mean, it was the only way to be sure, Pete. You always want to be sure. We got 10 damage we need here. EL. Let's see what... Can EL even see that Berserker from here? Okay, she can. Let's bring her up and see what potentially she could do on backup if the need arises. And I know we could have Icarus jumped, but I don't want to have to burn the cooldown if I don't have to. Also, you know what? If we can get EL the kill instead of Achy Breaky, I'm going to do that because Achy Breaky's already max level. Excuse me, EL. That man is not dead. I can't help but notice that he is still alive. How much health has he got? 1. He's burning. Theoretically, he has to take damage. All right, so Jules, we're just going to send you up here with your partner in crime. Put you behind this full cover, and you guys are going to continue your little stealth scout mission for us. I'm going to trust this Berserker to die from the burning damage. We should be able to get a guarantee of 1. I'm just going to have the Massey Ferguson reload. He did most of his damage with pod activation. And that is one thing I have found that Spark units are exceedingly good for. When it comes to activating pods, they're fantastically useful for it. Also burn and die. Oh man, this meat comes pre-cooked, guys. This is sweet. Self-cooking Berserker. That's what we're gonna... Yeah, that's right, Pete Juglick. We gonna be eating good tonight, boy. Some self-cooking Muton Berserker. Boy, that's like the cow just done skinned itself and flung itself on the grill. Boy, it's gonna be some powerful good eating, Pete. Powerful good. All right, let's see what we can do about a little civilian rescuing here. We also want to see what we can do about maybe locating some more pods, although I'm a little hesitant to go running willy-nilly into the unknown because, of course, chrysalids, but also the other thing we got to worry about, faceless. Maybe the appropriate starting maneuver here then would be to just have old Achy Breaky come forward. There's almost no chance that any of these 3 guys is faceless, though. I mean, it's basically 0. When they're this close, Yeah, they're not gonna be faceless. So Jules, let's get you right here. Actually, here might get you a civilian rescue. I believe it does. Let's try this.
Headed there now.
Rescued?
Come on.
That's my girl. All right, so Julie Juglick has got our first rescue. Now, I'm very much less confident that these guys are not faceless. Vastly less confident, in fact. So do we consider the possibility of sacrificing another civilian? I really want to scan those guys before I commit. If we know they're all safe, that's 5 of the 6 required civilians in a very short order. Yeah, I'm not going to trigger those guys yet. I will come over here, however. Let's get Silas Juglick. I just want to expand my zone of vision before I send somebody forward into their doom. Because we want to try and double move with Achy Breaky so we can get him as far forward as possible and drop a scan on these guys next turn. Glad I didn't bring my blue screen rounds. Didn't think we'd fight a robot. Then again, 118 health robot, not really that big a deal. EL. We're going to need you up in the forward position in order to deal with said robot, who is still extraordinarily far away. Let's get you up here.
I'm all over it.
Grandpa Festus, Achy Breaky. I mean, we need you as far forward as possible. And also, we don't really need cover since we have no active enemies. I'm just going to bring you right here. And this is where Pete finds the faceless. Activa S, I think I'm going to have you go ahead and rescue this civilian, assuming you're capable of such. I'll be a little salty if you're incapable of civilian rescue. Nope, you can. And also definitely not a faceless. What did that guy have to stop and exchange words with Grandpa Juglick? Yeah, Pete, you know, folks always want to get a little piece of the old Juglick clan wisdom. They'll be like, teach me the ways of the jug, Grandpa Festus. What's your secret, dog? How and you and the missus stayed together so long? 65 years on one farm, Pete. That's a remarkable accomplishment. How the hell y'all pull that off? And I tell him, I mean, there's no real secret to the secret, Pete. It's just never go to bed angry. Always apologize, even when you're not necessarily at fault, and make sweet, sweet love in a moonshine shack all night long. That's the secret to the Juglick clan family happiness, Pete. I mean, it ain't magic, boy. It's just some solid shine shack sex and just general good, clean living, boy. These guys are gonna activate themselves, it looks like. Yeah, okay. This is not unacceptable to us. We might get a couple cheap shots out of the Activa S. That's exactly what I was expecting. Man, the Activa S has been spot on with the Overwatch. That's a real good start. That guy removed his own armor and took 7 damage on his turn. I'm feeling confident about the way that started. Nice work, Activa S. You got one for his little friend, too? Oh, and your little dog, too. Or did you hit that man twice? You hit that man twice. That's so good, you left him with 2 health. You did move the civilians further away from us, which is real fucking irritating. I'm not gonna lie about that. Also, looking at the clock on this one, getting a little long. I think this is where I'm going to wrap up. Again, I apologize for the somewhat shorter episodes, although I think last episode was like an hour long, so, you know, you can revel in that. It'd be like a dog rolling in filth, just like, oh, an hour of Pete. You can all roll around in it and be almost as dirty as that dog when he's done rolling in his own filth. Yeah, that's a good metaphor for watching one of my videos. It's a lot like rolling in your own filth as a dog. I probably shouldn't have made that metaphor because it's a little self-damning, but hey, I'm nothing if not an honest man. But I am going to wrap this one up. Of course, I got a little scheduling conflict. I don't have as much time for the next couple weeks. Got a lot going on outside of the XCOM arena. So shortened episodes are going to be kind of the norm for the next, let's say, roughly 7-ish days. If you enjoyed this episode, though, you might consider dropping a like down in the comment section. Support, of course, really does mean a lot to me. And if you'd like to catch the thrilling conclusion of this otherwise garden variety routine-based defense, although it does have a gatekeeper, so, I mean, there's the promise of that. Might consider subscribing as well, post new episodes of XCOM every day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.